What's up? Good morning, everybody. Haven't done this Facebook Live thing in a while, so I thought I'd get on here and do a little demonstration of how we teach head movement and foot placement here at the gym. So if you want to come by, check it out live. It's you're more than welcome. So we'll usually cue this rib to this hip with the heels down. That will allow me to isolate my core and make sure that you can handle this movement. So as you're doing this, notice how I really start hip shifting into that back hip. That's what will allow me to get some power from that glute. So from here, we'll usually hold it down, make sure you can hold the contraction, be able to rotate out, trying to get those shoulders straight across. Reload it by squeezing the abs here, and you explode right here. We'll do like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we earned the ability to be able to throw the body shot from the core. So now I turn my foot, will help me get deeper into that back hip. From up here, my abs work as a brake, so I don't continue to go forward. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We'll do 5. Hold it. So in a perfect world, when I land this right hand, I'm sitting in my left hip. And this is just what we practice. So now let's go both heels down. So I'm contracted from this rib to this hip, like that. And then I open up and close. As I open though, I still want to stay under tension just in case you get hit, and it helps you move better. So we'll take that move right there. Another thing you want to see, you might have noticed my knee falling in. If that knee falls in, that means your butt cheek's not on. So lock that sucker in place, get this angle down, I got it. I can throw punches from here now. 1, and I'm aiming for that bottom rib to go up into the lungs. Now, hold it, make sure you hold that position. So if you get something like this where your chest is popping out, let's see, this way, my chest is popping out, then I'm sitting in my back. So I wanna make sure those ribs are down and I got my abs engaged. I turn that back foot to help me reload. I like to really focus on details. So I'd ask you to pick your heel up. I don't know if you guys can see that. Pick your heel up so you're outside, on the outside of that forefoot. So I'm loaded, glutes loaded, turn and hit. Once again, this is your back, these are your abs. Back foot reloads, hit. And you can hear my breath, hit the brakes. That'll prevent you from overthrowing. So make sure you hit the brakes. So now I got a nice little flow here. I'm hitting my contact point. At the same time, I'm gonna hammer down that back heel. So in a perfect world, I throw this punch and I'm sitting on my back heel. That'll allow me to then just rethrow. And hit. So my whole body's working together. I'll go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now taking it back to the beginning, if you guys were here in the beginning, we started off with head movement to the right. We did head movement to the right by moving the rib. And then we got a bigger load by turning the foot. So there's 3 different variations to this presentation, or whatever you want to call it. So once I can move the ribs and I can move the foot, now I can work on my foot placement. Now I'm imagining this cone is the foot of my opponent. So I don't want to just throw punches. I got to be able to position myself to be able to put the advantages on my side. So right now we're just going to work on that quick step and get out. Step and get out. So now you'll know to finish this. So try to get what you can out of this. As I step in, I'm getting out of the way of that jab. I can move from the jab like this and I can come back. We already proved that. I can move my foot like that and be able to come back. Or I could place my foot and get out. So that punch could go right over my head as I position myself. So I want to imagine it's a hot cement. You got your shoes off, get in and get out. In and out. In and out. Now that you've secured this position, now you can start working on your slip jab. So that jab goes right over your head and you come out. As I put my arm in, I simultaneously come back out. Touch, back, touch, back. I'll do 6. 1, 2, 3. Good. So now if that right hand comes at me, hopefully you guys see it the same side I'm doing. That right hand comes at me, I slip to the outside. So number one, I can move the ribs, I can turn the feet, or I can jump in there. Same thing, hitting the outside of that foot and being able to come out. Jump in, jump out. We'll go, let's stay in there. So I turn that back knee towards me, facing forward, get a little hip hinge, pop up. So the punch is coming from the legs. I'll do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I back out. So that way I fall in and I can just go there. I can, once again, move from the rib, move from the foot, or get the positioning and come back. I like the positioning, and that way you can foot fight, and they don't know which way you're going. We'll stay on this side. I get all happy and stuff. We'll go here, get out. So the closer the angle, the better, the tighter it is. Once again, pay attention to that back knee. I overshot that one. And it's a constant practice. You're not trying to get tired, just practicing. You see that punch coming, wow, get out of the way. I like to make little sound effects too. Makes it funner. Okay, cool. So now we've established the slip to the jab and then the slip with the right. So I'm gonna alternate for 6. I'm gonna go this way first. Slip that jab, pop. Slip that right, pop. Slip that jab. It's all from the foot placement. Pop. 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 Now, if I'm in here fighting, you know, we're not just gonna be throwing punches. I'm looking for that position so then I could start turning around my opponent. But for right now, we're gonna keep it simple. So I'm gonna step to the right, jab. Step to the left, jab. So I'll do 10. 1, 2. I wonder if you guys can follow me. Somebody let me know if you can follow me. See if it's real. I'm gonna have to play with this thing a little bit. 8, 9, 10. Good. So now, those are my only counters. Another option would be to throw the uppercut. These are fancy. I like these. Number one, if I feel same level as the opponent that I'm going against, I'm probably gonna start right here with these straight shots, making sure I got good defense. If I feel that I'm more experienced or I got a higher skill level than my opponent, then I might go into the uppercuts to just get a little fancy, let them know. So once we get that outside step, same thing, rotate that back foot. You might feel unbalanced, and remember that this ain't a knockout punch. You're just trying to make them feel stupid. Pop their head out and get out. Stop. So you might want to hold in. Let's go 10 to feel it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I hit, recoil, and bounce out. So you'll notice, and that was too far, but I wanted to show that recoil. So now that you know that position, jump in, pop, get up. Bah. Jab comes over, bah. Other hands here just in case. Bah. 7. Bah. Bah. And remember, pull this arm back. Good. So now I step this way. I got that knee pointing, I've got a good sturdy surface. I pick up, pull back, I'll go 6. 1, 2, north speed turning. 4, 5, I'm gonna hold 6. I'm gonna turn that back foot to reload it. Play that recoil to bounce out. Jump in, boom, and now I'll go 6. So that right hand's coming over my head. Pick them up. Let's go one more because it feels good. Now how do I mix those two up? Go slow, feel that recoil. Boom, it's all in the recoil. That's what allows me to bounce over. And listen to my breathing. It's like a way. And then once you got the rhythm, then you can step over, get the angle on your opponent, or you could start doing all that pivoting stuff. Cool. So that's my little 10-minute little demonstration. Hopefully you liked it. Leave me any messages or notes. See what you guys want to learn. I might do this on a regular basis. Take care, everybody. Good morning. Keep training.